Mole concept. This is what you'll be introduced to the moment you reach class 11, and people have always been complaining to me that they find it so difficult. But then, to be honest, it's very easy. Just listen to what I say. There are some things that you need to know beforehand. The first in the list is atomic number. Atomic number, as you all know, is the total number of protons. It can also be said to be equal to the total number of electrons in case of a neutral atom. Why is it important? Because it gives the identity of an element. Two atoms, if they have the same number of protons, they are basically the same element. It is represented by the letter Z, and if you look at the symbols of elements you must have in periodic tables and all, there are two numbers. The one at the bottom is your atomic number. Okay, just to drive home the point, I'm drawing 5 atoms. The red ones are your protons and the blue ones are your neutrons. So the first atom has 2 protons, the second one has 1 proton and 2 neutrons, the third one has 2 protons, 2 neutrons, 3 protons, 1 neutron, and 1 proton, 3 neutrons. And I've labeled them from say A till E. Now A and C, they have the same number of protons, so basically they're the same element. And yeah, as well as B and E, even they have the same number of proton, so even they too are the same element. Doesn't matter if the neutrons are same or different, same number of protons, that means same element. Okay, the next thing that we need to talk about is mass number. So what is mass number? Mass number is nothing but the total number of nucleons. Nucleons are the particles that are present inside the nucleus of an atom. And what are present inside the nucleus is basically protons and neutrons. So mass number is nothing but the total number of protons and neutrons in an atom. It is represented by the capital letter A, and the number on the top, that's your mass number, and it gives you the total number of protons plus neutrons. Did you figure out why the 3 elements are labeled as carbon? Because look at the atomic numbers. All these 3 atoms have the same atomic number, while the 4th one has a different atomic number. So 3 of them are the same element, and in this case obviously it's carbon. Okay, so any random element X is represented by Z and A, where Z is your atomic number and A is your mass number. Okay, so let's do some examples. Well, I'll ask you, you're supposed to figure out the total number of neutrons by knowing the atomic number and mass number. So hydrogen has an atomic number 1 and a mass number 1. So total number of protons 1, protons plus neutrons is also equal to 1. So definitely neutrons has to be equal to 0. Figure out the neutrons in the following examples. So helium, total number of neutrons 2, carbon, proton 6, protons plus neutrons 12, so definitely neutrons 6, and so on. Okay, it's not necessary that your protons and neutrons are going to be equal. Say in the case of sodium, atomic number is 11 and the mass number is 23, so definitely protons is 11, protons plus neutrons is 23, so we have 12 neutrons. Okay, the atoms at the boxes 1, 2, 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 are same because they have the same number of protons, but they have different neutrons, so they are not identical atoms. Such kind of atoms are called isotopes of each other. Okay, so I'm giving you the mass number of some common elements. You are supposed to memorize these mass numbers if you haven't already done so. These are the common ones. This will suffice for now. We'll add some more elements into the table as time progresses when the need arises. But these are the ones which you are supposed to know. If you haven't memorized them yet, then do them just now, right now, right after you watch this video. Okay, that's a good question, and yeah, you'll get to know it hopefully in the next class.